children, how are you? I hope you all are doing well and studying well, listening to your parents and teachers and following good habits. So children, apart from good habits, apart from loving the environment, we also need to talk about our own safety. So in this chapter, we are going to talk about keeping safe. To safeguarding ourselves from different types of harm that can happen to us. Alright, the planner talks about safety rules at home, safety rules while playing, safety rules at school, outside the house, and first aid. So children, if we are not safe, if we do not take care of our safety, we may get hurt, we may fall sick, or some damage may happen. So let's talk about all these safety rules in this chapter. Alright. So firstly, let's relate. What do you do when you hurt yourself while playing? Do you continue playing or your elders take some immediate action? Let us see what to do during such a situation. So suppose you are playing. Do you continue playing even if you are hurt? No, you run back home so that your parents, they treat on the injury that you've got, right? So you also ensure that you stay safe, so that there is no infection that happens. Alright, so now let's start this chapter, Do you leave your toys on the floor? Do you like to lean out of the window of a moving bus? Do your friends like to play on road? If yes, then stop doing these activities, These activities can cause harm to you. They can cause accidents. Accidents can happen anywhere. We need to know how we can be safe. Safety is the condition of being safe. So children, when you leave the toys on the floor, suppose there is a ball and your mother is walking fast, or maybe you're only walking fast and you happen to step on the ball and you trip and fall and you get hurt. Isn't it bad for you? It is absolutely bad. At the same time, when you're leaning outside of the window of a moving bus, imagine there are so many things passing by. There are trees, there are other vehicles. Is it safe for you? No. When you play on the road, what do you see on the road? There are vehicles, there are people walking, there are manholes, there are so many things on the road. There are edges on the road. So is it safe for you? No, not at all. That is the reason why there are dedicated places for you to play, like the playground or the park. So we have to stop doing these activities which can harm us or others because of us. Alright? So what do you mean by safety? It means the process of being safe, a condition of being safe. We must always follow safety rules. These rules keep us happy and safe. We must be careful while we travel, play or walk. So we have to ensure that we are happy, we are safe, and we must be careful at all times, whether we are traveling, we are playing or we are walking. Now, let's start with our home. Let's talk about the safety rules that we need to follow at home. Do you know that we are not safe even at home? We should follow safety rules at home. Let's talk about some safety rules at home. First, we should not play with fire. So children, do not pick up a matchbox or a matchstick, do not lit it, do not play with fire, do not, try to do anything like lighting a gas stove or anything, because it is not safe. It can catch fire, you can get burns, which is not good. We should not play with sharp objects. Sharp objects can cut your body parts. So ensure that you keep them away from you. Even when you are trying to help your parents in the kitchen or to do any activity, ensure that you do not touch any sharp objects. We should not play with electric gadgets like sockets or iron. Let parents, let the elders do it. Okay, let the elders take care of gadgets. You should not touch any gadgets, or you should not play with the sockets. Okay, the switch sockets which are there in the house. Do not play with them. Do not play with the iron. Okay, you can get burnt. We should keep our toys and things at their proper place. So as soon as you finish playing, okay, you should put them back in the place so that you don't trip over them, you don't fall over them, okay, or if there is something which is a little sharper also, it doesn't hurt you, okay. Now, let's talk about safety rules while playing. Do you play without caring about safety? It is wrong. We should always follow safety rules while we play. Let's have a look on a few such safety rules, okay. So, we should never tease our pets. So, children, even if you have a pet at home, it is like a family member, but still, okay, you tease them, they get angry, okay. For example, if you tease a dog, it will bite you, okay, even if it is a pet, because they also get angry, okay. We should never play on the road. As I said, there are a lot of vehicles coming, passing, okay, that is the reason we should never play on the road. We should not play near electric poles, near swimming pools and on the roof, okay, they are dangerous. Electric poles may get you, a short circuit might happen, you may get an electric shock, okay. Near swimming pools, if you don't know swimming, okay, you may fall into the swimming pool, okay, and you can get drowned. So, you have to ensure that you do not play near the swimming pool. You must enter the swimming pool also with an adult, okay, or on the roof. It is very dangerous, all right. Now, let's do a fact check, okay. Sports related injuries can be avoided with the use of protective eyewear. So, if we wear any protective eyewear or any gears, okay, safety gears, we can be safe while playing any kind of sports, okay. Now, follow certain safety rules at school as well, okay. We should not run in the corridors. We should try to make a row while going anywhere in the school. So, if your entire class is going somewhere, you will always go in a line or in a row. So, that proper systematic discipline is maintained and nobody is pushing each other, okay. We should never try to stand on the desk and chairs, okay. It is dangerous. You may trip and fall, okay. We should always tie our shoelaces properly. We may fall. So, you can just trip over if your shoelaces are not tied properly. We should never play with sharp objects like pencil or pen, okay. They are sharp. You might get hurt, okay. If you get hurt at your school, you must tell your teacher. Never try to hide anything from your elders. So, teacher can immediately help you with some treatment or some medical intervention, okay. Now, act on. Fill in the blanks. Dash is the condition of being safe. It is safety. We should not run in the corridors. We should always tie our shoelaces properly. And we should never play with sharp objects. Alright. So, children, these are certain rules, safety rules that you follow at home or in school. Now, let's talk about the safety rules that you must follow when you are outside the house, okay. Now, you know how to be safe in the house and school, but you also need to follow a few safety rules when you are going outside, okay. Let's have a look on some rules like this, okay. First, we should always walk on the left side and on the footpath of the road, okay. Do not walk on the road. Walk on the footpath, which is meant for the pedestrians to walk on, okay. Now, let's see how we should cross the road. Now, there are certain rules which will help us to cross the road and at the same time stay safe, okay. We should first look at the right. So, whenever we want to cross the road, first look on your right and then on your left, okay. see that the road is clear, then start crossing the road. Okay, we should never run while crossing the road. Okay, so children, you must never run, just cross, just walk calmly. You all must have seen traffic lights. We should always look at traffic lights before crossing the road. There are 3 colors in a traffic light: red, yellow and green. So children, red is to stop, green is to go, and the orange one, okay, or the yellow one is to make you alert that the signal is going to be red. Okay, so you have to stop the vehicle. So likewise, for people who are crossing the road also, there are 2 signals, okay, the red to stop and green to walk. Okay, always cross the road at the zebra crossing, okay, so that you are safe. Even the vehicle drivers know that a zebra crossing is meant for people to cross the road. Clear? Now, they indicate some rules. Red light says to stop, yellow light says to wait, and green light says to go. Okay? And most of the children, they move inside the bus in a hurry. Anybody can fall down or hurt himself. So, we should always stand in a queue while waiting for the bus. So, children, whenever you want to get into your bus, okay, in your school bus or any other bus also, ensure that you get into a queue. Okay, you should not push others. Okay, wait for your turn to step in. You will always get a place to sit. We should never get in or get out of the moving bus. We may fall and get hurt. We should wait for the bus to stop. We should move out of the bus only when it is completely stopped. We should never disturb the bus driver while we are moving. So, do not disturb the bus driver or distract the bus driver. Okay? We should never put our hand, head or any part of the body out of the window of the bus or car. Okay? So, what happens is in the moving bus, okay, or in the moving car, you have cars coming from the other side also. Okay? You have trees. Okay? You may have something sharp like the electric poles or something like that. So, always ensure that your entire body is inside the bus or inside the car or inside the vehicle that you are commuting in. Okay? Now, explore around. We see many traffic symbols while walking on the road. What kinds of symbols are these? What messages do they convey? Okay? The first one says that there is no U-turn here. And the second one says children crossing, okay, or children walking. So, we have to slow down. The vehicle has to slow down. All right. Now, let's talk about, now that we've spoken about safety, okay, let's talk about the treatment that we get when we get hurt. Okay. So, let's talk about first aid. So, it's a treatment that we get or we give when someone's hurt or we are hurt. First aid is the speedy help given to an injured person. Everyone must have a first aid box in their house. When we get injury, we should call any elder person present in our house. They will then give us a first aid or they will call any doctor. A first aid box contains all the important things like antiseptic lotion, cotton, bandage, scissors, Dettol, etc. So, we all must be having a first aid box at home. It has something which becomes like a first treatment before the doctor arrives or before you are taking to the doctor's clinic or to the hospital. Okay? It is like the first care that we give to a injured person. Okay? So, ensure that there is a first aid box kept in your house as well, which has certain basic things at least, so that the injury is curtailed till you reach the clinic or the hospital. Okay? Now, let's see how much you followed the chapter. Let's look at the gist of the chapter now. Accidents can happen anywhere. Safety rules keep us happy and safe. We should follow safety rules at home, while playing, at school and while going outside. There are 3 colors in a traffic light: red, yellow and green. First aid is the speedy help given to an injured person. So, all these things, okay, that we do is for our own safety and safety of others. So, must follow all these safety rules at school, at home, or anywhere we are, even while playing in the park or in the playground. Okay. Now, let's look at the new words that we've come across in this chapter through this term bag. Okay. Electric shock. It is a sudden push we get from electricity. Okay, a current that we get from electricity. If we touch an open wire, okay, which has electric current flowing in it, that's when we get a shock. Okay. Queue. Queue means to stand in a row. First aid is the speedy help given to an injured person. Alright. So, children, now it's time to evaluate you and see how much you followed this chapter. Okay. Take the correct option. 1. The number of colors in a traffic light is 2, 3 or 4. It is 3. Red, yellow, green. Safety is necessary to stay away from friends, family or accidents. It is from accidents. First aid is the speedy help given to the friends, injured people or needy people. It is to the person who is injured. Okay. Everyone must have this at home. First aid box, traffic signal, or both of these. It's a first aid box. We should not play near electric poles, flowers or trees. Electric poles, we might get an electric current or shock. Okay. Fill in the blanks with the correct word. We should never try to hide anything from our elders or sister. From our elders, okay, even if you are hurt or you've done something wrong and injured others, ensure that you tell your elders and they can help you by taking further action, okay, that is required. We should always look at dash before crossing the road. Watch or traffic lights at the traffic lights. We should never dash the bus driver while we are moving. We should never disturb or look. We should never disturb. Okay, we should always walk on the dash side of the road, right or left, on the left side of the road. A dash contains all the important things like antiseptic lotion, cotton bandage, scissors, Dettol, etc. What is it? First aid box or mobile? It's a first aid box, not your mobile. Okay, most of the children move inside the bus in hurry or queue, in queue. Okay. Now write T for true and F for false statements. We must not be careful while we travel, play or walk. It is absolutely false. We must be careful. Okay. It is for our safety. We should not play with electric gadgets like socket or iron. It is true. We should not. We should play near electric poles, near swimming pools and on the roof. False. We should not. We should never get in or get out of the moving bus. It is true. Okay, wait for the bus to stop and then get in or get off. When we get injury, we should not call anybody. It is false. We must call an elder who can look into the injury. Okay, now match the following columns. Okay, walk. Okay, on the footpath. Red light is to stop. Yellow light is to get ready. Green light is to go. And bandage and cotton can be found in the first aid box. Okay. What do these lights say in a traffic signal? Red is to stop, the vehicle to stop. Yellow is for the vehicle to get ready to go or to get ready to wait. Green is to go. Okay. Answer the following questions. What is safety? Safety means the rules we must follow to stay safe. Okay. What are safety rules? Safety rules, of course, they are also the safety rules that are followed to stay safe and not get hurt. Okay. To prevent ourselves from any type of accidents. What is first aid? First aid is the help given to an injured person or treatment given to an injured person before taking them to the doctor's clinic or to the hospital. Write 2 safety rules for each of the following places. Okay, at house, okay, in our house, do not play with fire, okay, do not play with sockets or iron. On the playground, do not push others. Wait for your turn to come when you're playing on the swings or on the or any type of playing equipments, okay. School, do not run in the corridors, okay. Walk in a queue when you're going for any type of a program or event or meeting or any type of events. Outside the house, follow the traffic signal, follow the rules, okay, of safety, and do not walk on the road, okay. Fun zone, color the given traffic light and write what each color says, okay. It's pretty easy and you all know it. Field activity, make a chart on safety rules. You must make a chart, paste and draw pictures of things that might be unsafe if you do not handle them carefully. So, look at the chapter again and on the basis of that prepare this chart. Make a list of fire station, police booths and hospitals in your locality. Also mention their address and phone number. This is to keep them handy in case of any kind of accident that happens. Okay. Now, let's look at some life skills and values. We should follow the traffic signals and traffic light while driving or going outside. Discuss what can happen if we don't follow safety rules. How can we make people aware of it? Okay. So, children, let's talk about hustle and bustle now. Play a traffic light game. One child is the traffic light, whose job is to give instructions to the rest of the group. Okay. Shout red and everyone needs to stand still. Shout green and everyone has to run about. Shout yellow and everybody must slow it down. Okay. Shout crash and everyone falls on the ground. Shout traffic jam and everyone starts to move along in a line very slowly. The person who do not follow the instructions will be out of the game every time. Have fun with your friends. So, children, follow safety rules while playing this game also. But before you play this game and entertain yourself and have fun, quickly reread the chapter, finish all the project and also all the exercises. Alright, so children, stay safe and keep others also stay safe and away from accidents. Alright children, get going.